The second short film production of your...
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I've got an intro. Right, go again. Welcome to ITI. See that fucking class? Hit me with a question, son.
Galactic Interrogation Officer Mikhail. Interrogation Philip Sakar, Cell 921, covering galactic crimes under Section 29 and Section 36. Multiple murders carried out across 4 crack-sized planets and 3 interspace shuttle crimes using hypnotism across 6 solar systems. Prisoner scanned and checked, unarmed and secured in the cell for more than 3 days in relative travel time. DNA tests find 2 opposing blood throughs through the body of the criminal, currently taking human appearance form. Original species, a centaur. Planet of origin, Adrix. Believed to have taken the biological data and form of a shifter. How do you plead? You acknowledge your crimes and soon-to-be convictions because you were caught, because you're proud. Strong. You feel strong. Strapped in your prison uniform, you feel strong. Or strong from the killings of the innocent. For the good of others. You swore against the sacred creators that you butchered and killed across 4 different planets, and then were finally found you were almost dead in your stolen shuttle. Bleeding out and frail from starvation. And you're proud. Proud of almost being a corpse. Saved by the Galactic Embassy, who will squeeze you for any radical information and then have your execution ordered immediately within the trial. Proud of your embarrassment. What is this? Your disdain for the gods forced you to commit your crimes. That's your justification. Believe me, prisoner Sky, you do not scare me or those who send me here. You are simply... You incriminated yourself when you sent those you have slain, in cold blood or in any criminal dispute. You are a mystery. Your connection's a mystery, and that is why I'm here. On direct orders from the Ikari government, not on direct commands from the Sacred. Why waste their time on a waste of life like you? No. To find answers, and to discover every connection that you have. That is my motive here. How do you plead?
Guilty.
You acknowledge your crimes and soon-to-be convictions because you were caught, or because you are proud?
Proud. I am proud. I feel strong.
You feel strong? Strapped in your prison uniform, you feel strong? Or strong from the killings of the innocent?
They were hardly innocents, were the Officer Mikhail. One was a hired priest of the Ikari, the other a gunslinger from the streets of Adona, and the other murderers and addicts that had to die for the good of others.
For the good of others?
You plan to execute me? I've seen many prisoners die in the name of the Sacred. Ordered straight from the manor itself. Look at you, little people, proud of your allegiance to false gods, for the creatures you raise up arms for.
Look at me, Sakar, pay attention to me.
Oh, but that's what you want. A little show for your recorder. You want to admit to my crimes? Or what about the forces that mass across the advanced cosmos?
What is this?
The bleeding of suns, and the pollution of skies. The murders and atrocities ordered by the high and ruling. The war and invasion sanctioned by the hidden above. And all the politicians and rulers played as pawns by the worshipped.
Your disdain for the gods forced you to commit your crimes. That's your justification.
And you! Come here and investigate and interrogate me. The poor murderer that scares you all. Galactic Interrogation Officer, Mikhail. How do you plead? You acknowledge your crimes and soon-to-be convictions because you were caught, or because you were proud?
Proud. I am proud. I feel strong.
You feel strong. In your prison uniform, you feel strong. Or strong from the killings of the innocent.
Oh, well, they were hardly innocent, Officer Mikhail. One was a high-order priest of the Ikari. The other a gunslinger from the streets of Adona. The others, murderers and addicts who had to die for the good of others.
For the good of others?
You plan to execute me. I've seen many criminals die in the name of the sacred, ordered straight from the manor itself. Look at you, little people, proud of your allegiance to false gods, to the creatures you raise up arms for.
Look at me, Sakar, pay attention to me.
Well, that's what you want. Show for your recorder. You want me to admit to my crimes? What about the forces that mass across the advanced cosmos?
What is this?
The bleeding of suns, pollution of skies, the wars and atrocities carried out by high and ruling, the invasions and wars sanctioned by the high and above, all those politicians played like pawns by the rulers and the worshipped.
Your disdain for the gods forced you to commit your crimes. That's your justification.
And you! Sent here to investigate and interrogate me. The murderer who scares you all.
Hello, fella, hello. I am ringing to tell you, mate, I'd like to offer you the role of Philip Sakar in the next short film.
For real?
Yeah, man.
Alright then.
Mate, I watched the self-tapes, right? Let me break it down for you, tape. Hello, Charles Walker, mate.
Hello.
Hello, mate, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, mate.
Alright.
Right, mate. Unfortunately, you've not been cast in this short film.
I haven't.
No, mate, at all.
There.
I'm taking the piss, mate. You've been cast, mate. You've been cast.
Alright, fair enough.
You are playing, I would like to offer you the role of Officer Mikhail. Mikhail, mate.
It was very satisfying.
Yeah.
And it's gone very quick, so it obviously when we look back on this in the documentary, it's going to be a very crazy journey to look back on what we've gone through and all the filming days, all the rehearsals.
Yeah, I can't wait for that because, like you just said, it's a year, but it does not feel like that at all.
Yeah.
It's gone very quickly. I don't know, because we shot it at what, May? Are we in
May time,
like,
yeah.
just September now? So it doesn't feel that as long as it has been.
I mean, even the casting announcement where we sat together like this, just answering questions, it feels like
February?
feels a couple of months ago, really.
Wow,
But
yeah.
it was at the start of the year, so that's really crazy to look back on. So it's quite nostalgic actually when we look back on it.
Yeah, directing Tay and Charlie, obviously I've worked with Tay before on LSS, known him for a while, known Charlie for 2 years now. He auditioned for LSS but didn't get the role, so I knew when it came to this one he was going to audition. And I think originally when I was thinking, I thought, you know, probably he's going to ace Sakar. But then when I saw his tape, I was like, nah, he naturally does Officer Mikhail more, and we had to work on his accent, make sure he's posh, educated, but not make sure it doesn't go too far. So working with Charlie was really good because it was just refreshing. It's a new person. You always want to work with new people as long as they're committed, and he's very committed. And it's his first short film as well, so he's done extremely well, promotional-wise and shooting-wise. He was on it.
It's going to be video shoot with Tay and Charlie, which are the two leads. We'll get started in like 5 minutes, and then it's going to be a photo shoot with Ollie and these two as well. Basically, you know what it's like. So when he asks the questions, you won't actually hear Oscar on the video asking the questions. You'll see the questions, but you need to answer them as if like they haven't heard the questions. So Charlie, like if they say like, "How do you feel about working with Tay?" Just like you'll both be answering the questions at the same time. So you'll both answer every question, and you just need to be like, yeah, working with Tay is this going to be like, and just have a discussion, like it's going to be like that. But there's only 5 questions, so it should be good.
Fine.
Yeah.
And it's gone very quick, so obviously when we look back on this in the documentary, it's going to be a very crazy journey to look back on what we've gone through and all the filming days, all the rehearsals.
Yeah, I can't wait for that because, like you just said, it's a year, but it does not feel like that at all.
Yeah.
It's gone very quickly. I don't know, because we shot it what, May? Are we in
May time, yeah.
to September now? So it doesn't feel that as long as it has been.
I mean, even the casting announcement where we sat together like this, just answering questions, it feels like
February?
feels a couple of months ago, really.
Wow,
But
yeah.
it was at the start of the year, so that's really crazy to look back on. So it's quite nostalgic actually when we look back on it.
Yeah.
For it to be very exciting, very enjoyable for people to watch, and I'm not going to say too much, but
And again this way. Sort of like, look, just little laughs, like, just as if it's normal. Just come this way a little bit, Charlie. So come here. Whoa. Just a bit there. Come there. Come in a bit. Don't want to get the door in.
which way are we looking?
Look ahead. Oh wait, Oscar, put that one back on. Just. There we go. There we go. Like serious looks. Just get that. Everyone gets to read through the script for the first time. Get you learning your lines in the meantime. You've only got 4 months. I've got something for you boys. Just keep that rolling, Oscar, mate. Don't worry. Got a present. I've got a present for you, lads. I've got a present. Seems. Oh, we've got.
Is it a main lead?
Well, actually, I've got. I've got some.
You've never seen
No, I'm not sure.
This one, the print you absolutely destroyed.
It's from the printer I destroyed, Charlotte. Oh, what? Oh, do you know what's even made this even worse? Something's gone on to Ollie's script.
What's up? Wait, what is it?
I don't know. It's not from me. I think it's from that library.
That's alright, okay.
There you go. So you've got a script.
Fucking no, that's way chunkier than the last one.
Yeah, it's like fucking double the size. Charlotte. Tay.
Yeah, that's Jared.
There you go.
There we go. Watermarks. Just show the script. Show the script.
No, I already have, mate. I already have, mate.
On the Charlie's.
Cinematics, bro.
Lead role on that. You know, let's focus on these guys. And on Tay, get
Also,
on the
Doug,
Tay.
I don't know what you were taking when you write it, but the writing's 10 times better than
Ah.
what I got.
Where's mine?
Well, no, LSS works for LSS, but with this is a lot more like descriptive and like mind fucking altering. In fact, I'm
It's just so much more detail on it. It's just
Yeah,
mind
yeah.
fuck.
But it has
you know
to
a whole
be-
lot more about the character.
It has to be like it has to be that like because it's a hypnotised. You know what I mean? They're getting hypnotised.
Yo,
There
boss
has to be
man,
more.
you
What?
forgot mine.
No, no, I haven't. Oscar hasn't got a script. I was about to print him one when he says I haven't brought a bag. So I can't give you one unless you got a bag. You can't walk around with that out. It's going to be completely different, so rehearsal. And then the first rehearsal will be completely different to the last rehearsal, which will be where it should be at for filming day. So you just have to remember that. But there was some good stuff from both of you. Like I say, you came in on some of the lines where it was like, yeah, this is the strength I want. Like he's just sort of like casually like, this is what I'm going to do. This is a DX1 hand blaster. And then with you, it's like there was some good bits. At the start, it was good, but we just need to. Or in the middle, like not the start, but like towards the middle, there was some good delivery from you. So, but obviously with like the costumes, with like being in, you'll be able to feel it more. Like so, you're literally going to get used to being like this flipping captive guy where you're doing so much with your face. Like you're going to do more with your face now than you probably ever have because you can't move.
This is like there's not. I don't have that much dialogue.
It's all reaction. Well, everything is reaction because every chance he literally says in it, he chinks his mental armor. Every chance he gets to go off at Mikhail, like or reel him in. Like there's a bit where he says now for the violence part, and it's like that should be like you should be really like edging him, like you sort of laughing at the fact that it's a cognitive and violence test, like how stupid. And that like from the first second they meet, he's trying to put his eyes into him so he can hypnotise him, and then you notice that the recording device is different because it's the ammunition pack, but no one notices it because Sakar's got more under his thing. It's like it's kind of smug and sarcastic, like oh now for the violence part, right? But it's not like it's obviously better than that, but like you get what I mean, and we'll work.
in-person read-through with all of us here. So we've got Charlie, who's obviously playing Officer Mikhail, and we've got Tay, who's playing Philip Scott. So we'll do that. You'll introduce yourselves. I'll go first, and then we'll start. I'll read all the camera direction for the first read-through, and then we'll probably do a quick read-through at the end, where it's just one section, which will probably be the end section, and we'll just quickly go over that.
Currently in human appearance form. Species of origin, a centaur. Planet of origin, Asterix. Currently believed to have taken the biological data and form of a shifter.
Mikhail sighs. Sakaar twists his head as if to crack his neck.
Bomb, mate, what's going on here?
happened there, mate?
That's a fire picture, to be fair.
Let's bring this down, eh, lads?
Bang out, Molly.
Go.
Hello everyone, the premiere night for... Oh, I forgot already. I know this.
Do one without the date first, do one without the date.
The premiere for Interrogation Sakaar 921 on September 20... Sorry, what was it?
22nd.
Yeah, that was right.
3, 2, 1, go.
September 22nd.
Can't wait to see you there.
Oh, fuming, mate. Sorry, bro.
This is what Tay wears to bed with a missus. What quality banter. That's going in the BTS. Oh yeah, do you all want to know the name to the BTS documentary now? Because I've been keeping you waiting.
Yes, please.
Inside the Interrogation.
Also.
I didn't know he
ITI.
was giving it a name.
Yeah, ITI. Well, the last year was Behind the Beginning, BTB.
Oh, right.
This is ITI. Inside the Tay asked me like months ago, and I was like, you have to wait and see. He was like, oh, okay. Yeah, Inside the Interrogation.
Oh, that's what I'll do.
Right, so. Right. Do what you want. Hey. Where's these bits come from? Oh, this is fucking stupid. They done this is. Oh, I meant it's supposed to go through that. That's why. I don't know if it'll reach. Right, hold on. Stay still.
No way it will reach.
We'll find out.
Not
If we
happening.
have to break him, we'll
It's
break
not
him.
happening, mate. Poor guy, you're killing the guy, mate.
It's happening. We're rolling.
Yes,
Oh, mate, yeah, hello. BTS. It's filming morning. I have to go see the actors in about 5 minutes. Get in there, put this in Taylor's hair and streak it all the way back. I'm going to put Charlie's hair in a bobble, and we're going to just check the costume, do the straight jacket when we get to the location. Just remember how to do it. And get going basically. We're leaving the hotel. We've been here for one night and then we're off to the studio in about 40 minutes. So stay with us, BTS, stay with us. Going to the actors on film one. You want to be nice, calm, you don't want to interrupt them. Actors, mate, it's filming day. Get up now. It's time to get more in and put it on the back. Don't worry about doing that. Just sort of like push it in. So push it in. So it holds back.
It was just such of a mad character to just get into anyway. I'm just there like sadistically looking and screaming at Charlie for most of it, and it was just a very sort of a mad place to sort of be. Obviously, it really helped me sort of being here half the time, but I think the whole thing was a good challenge, but I did really enjoy doing it. Yeah, all of it really. But
Yeah.
it's still enjoyable. What do you think?
It was an intense like shoot because obviously we did the whole film in one day.
Yeah.
Also had breaks and stuff, but it was very much. It suited the film really because it was an interrogation. It was quite intense, and the whole
Lots of
film.
pressure on top, like.
Yeah, there was a lot of intense moments to film, and I feel like obviously I have quite a lot of monologue moments when I'm speaking to him, and I kind of like have to shout at him, and then I have to tone it down, and I have to use the eyes and stuff. And I think just getting that right and being happy with it, I think is quite challenging. Just listing off everything I'm saying to him and just making sure it's right and right for the character and right in the moment.
3, 2, 1, action.
The prisoner has been scanned and checked.
Correct, Officer Mikhail. He's clear on exterior scanners.
Galactic Interrogation Officer, Michaela. Interrogation. Philip Siccar, cell 921. Something could be done with such a strong force of mind. I got it, right.
Are we ready, lad? Do we need a little breath?
I get the paragraphs mixed up.
Okay, well, I'm sure brain is rocked
Right.
while being abolished, but let's go from the top, completely from the top, the scene. Ready? 3, 2, 1, action. Scar leans forward.
What do you aim on and do what?
Scar leans forward, resting his head on his hands as he looks on at the parts of the handgun, almost pitifully proud of what's happening. Let's go from, we will see how much your brain is rotted. Let's get these actions in there, let's get them in there, they're important, they're in there for a reason, let's get them in there. 3, 2, 1, action. You sort of like look over it like this, you can sort of like push your face together, and you sort of like, you're just grinning. Behind all of that, you're just grinning because you know you've got him to bring this gun in there. So it's that's why it's pitiful, because you're happy that you're like looking down on him, like he's preaching all this stuff about like, it's this test, we'll see how much your brain's rotted, are you still intelligent? And all you're doing is sort of like, after he said assemble the gun, you lean forward, sort of smile to yourself, grin, and just sort of press your arms together and look around like this is just a usual day for you, like looking down at an unassembled gun.
It's just like improving with Tay, going back to what we usually do. I write and direct and he acts, and it works well. We've got good a good work relationship when it comes to actually being there on the filming day. So it was back to usual for me and Tay, even though we've only done one before.
And working with Doug, you know, same as always. Just alright, innit? Can't really complain.
Give it a real answer now, you lose your credit.
Everything, like last year was like very handled, like the whole production was handled really well, everything was sort of done, scheduled, all that sort of stuff, so it was quite good for the first one. But with this one, it's just been doing the same again and just increasing the levels and making sure everyone's on it. There was a lot more, I feel like my editing improved, I feel like the sound design improved. There's still issues, there's still improvements to make, but I feel like all that improved. I feel like actually quality and the sharpness of the shots. And the one thing in LSS was like, in my head I had all these shots, like a lot of shot variety, a lot of cutting, and you don't really get it in the final product. But now, in this, there is a lot of shot variety. Even though it's the same, it's set in one space, it's set in one cell, it's set in one room, one studio, you do get a lot of the scene variety, shot variety now, even though it's like basically a continuous scene over a certain amount of time. And I feel like that was the main improvement, and just in terms of running the production, it was just sticking to keeping everyone on time, keeping everything scheduled as usual.
That character in general, because of how much of intense it is, I think that was just a great experience to just do in general. So I think subconsciously that's just improved me as a performer anyway, because I think that was such a hard role to tackle and to sort of get through and to do in the whole day that we had to do. So I think just coming out of that, I felt really satisfied and like I've done a good job with that. So I feel moving on from that was a good sort of stepping point.
Yeah, for me this is my first short film, so as an actor this has been very fruitful for me, because it's just kind of learning where to be when the camera's in a certain position and doing all that, and then obviously focusing on acting at the same time. It's kind of like a lot of things to focus on, but throughout the day I was getting more and more confident about it, and I feel like next time I do a short film I'm going to be much better.
3, 2, 1, action.
Officer Michael entering cell 921.
Bro, I'm sweating. You lad. We've got to get a full take of you and the shaking stopping, and you just calm yourself. You can't.
I can't calm myself, I've been laughing.
Right. Okay. Tay's line again. Right, this is the one. This is the take shot. Get it? This is what it relies on, alright? Don't lean in as much, just walk around me, Oscar. Just walk around, because I've got to come this way.
Just disappear.
Yeah, just walk around me. And I'll go closer to him. Right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Damn, smoking. Right. 3, 2, 1, action.
Officer Michael entering cell 921.
Yeah, good job, you stopped, yeah.
Did you want it longer or is that?
No, that's fine, because it's gonna go from like a close-up of you like wobbling everywhere to blacking out, then back, blacking out, then back, blacking out, because we can't literally turn this room red and white, red and blue, because we don't have the overlays. And also it's too bright to do that anyway, it would have been too bright. Cool, there we go. Yeah, first it's computer, so you do that step forward, computer, what's up with the ship.
Okay.
Then it's, I say the shuttle is currently heading through solar plexus. I'm going to change that to like solar shields or something.
Okay.
Solar plexus sounds a lot like solar plex. So I'm going to change it. So then it's Sikar, what is the meaning of this?
Do I notice him or is it not until that line I notice him?
No, so what you're going to do is you get a heavy breathing like you did, sort of take a step forward, and I want you to like pat yourself down and do your button up. So imagine your buttons come undone, and then like sort of brush your suit off, like you're sorting yourself out, you're getting yourself together first, checking your bag, all that sort of stuff, and then it's, and things, so you stay punched over, you're fully punched over the table.
So while I'm doing that, I'm asking like what's happening?
No, just bring your back like that, yeah. Like that.
So while I'm sorting myself out, is that when I'm asking the computer what's happening?
Yeah. You're like computer, what's happening with the shit. You're like looking up, you're like what's happening with the shit. You're not noticing it.
Okay.
When then you look down and you see him. That's it. So like that.
So you want me to go from the settings?
Yeah, steady. Yeah, all the way. Just maybe drag it out a little bit longer. So you study yourself, then you're checking yourself, then you say computer, what's up with the thing.
Right.
3, 2, 1, action.
Computer, what is happening with the ship?
So the biggest question: how did you each find working with Dougie M as the director and mastermind behind the script?
Oh yeah, that's the man, mate.
I'll let Charlie take this one first.
Well, yeah, Taylor's worked with Doug on his first short film before, but obviously this is my first time. But I've obviously worked with Doug in other areas as well. But obviously, you can't really go wrong with Doug. He knows the script off by heart. He knows everything. He knows how to problem solve certain things on the day, and just like he just fix it like that. And it's really interesting to watch him do it, because like if something goes wrong, he's like, okay, we'll do this, or we do that, and it's kind of like, well, this just makes the filming so much easier and so much more relaxing, because you know Doug's got it sorted and he's going to be there to support you with whatever, and if you want to say something, like he's happy to hear it and stuff, and it is an open, like, you know, atmosphere, and it's like you don't feel like you're going to be scrutinised if you say something or whatever, and it's a nice environment.
Yeah. I mean, I think with this short film in particular, it paired quite well as well, because obviously we were shooting it all in the one day, and it's very particular, and once it like quick with, obviously we've all got the one day to do it, it's very quick and peculiar with what we have to do in that certain time. So I feel working him was that it was satisfying to get that done in the time that we had, and how sort of tied to the script and how quick we are.
You're already starting to put the gun together. Okay. After you say it's pitiful that you think I would need a loaded gun to kill you, Scar quickly turns his attention to the parts of the disconnected handgun, picking up what looks like the slide of the weapon. So you're already going to do the gun by this point. You stop to turn around and say, "Oh, I remember these walls only come the sensors off, so I remember."
I was going to say. Yeah. The bit where it's like it's pitiful that I think you think I need a loaded blast. Is it loaded handgun or is it unloaded handgun?
No, it's pitiful. It's pitiful that you think I need a loaded handgun to kill you. You're saying it's pitiful that he thinks you need the ammunition to kill him.
Right.
You could do it without the ammunition. You could do it with your bare hand. You could do it with an unloaded gun. That's what you're saying. So changes from script to screen. Originally in the original script, you had 4 characters, 2 enforcement guards, and Philip Sakara and Officer McHale. It ended up being just Sakara and McHale, which are the 2 most important. I didn't want to cut the enforcement guards, but due to lack of being able to get actors in, and then eventually became 1 enforcement guard, and then that actor had to leave, so it became none. It just got too close to the filming date to start doing things, so I just had to cut certain things, and it still made sense. And realistically, if the story still makes sense without them, they don't need to be in there, so we got rid of them, and that was it. And then I'm very keen on sticking to the script completely, so anything that's in the script is on the screen, and anything that isn't in the script doesn't need to go into filming. But there's a lot of space shots atmospheric shots that you see in the actual finished product that weren't in the script. There was some of it that was in the script, but there was a lot that wasn't, and it became just a thing in editing where I was playing around with these shots and I just thought this can work really well into the narrative, so it ended up getting added into the narrative. And that's why you have sort of the portal shutting, the wormhole shutting, and it works well into like Sakaar as he becomes in more control of the situation. The portal gets even closer to shutting, and yeah, that was never in the script, but it just became a massive part of the narrative to add in as an extra and as a bit of symbolism. So that was a huge addition that wasn't originally there.
Interrogation, Scar 921, first test screening. Here we go. Here we go. And then when we rewind it for the second run through, I'm going to sit you in that corner and you're going to video the screen and it's going to like come up with a welcome, so you're going to get the full thing. So you'll just stay in there. Air fire advert, there'll be the Killing Choice trailer. Shrink to that.
Big.
It also becomes your sense.
Here we go.
I don't care if I die. That would be letting me off. But I don't think you want to see the dark just yet.
Do you get it? Like blue is like Mikhail, which is the god. And the thing is, the red is Sakaar, so they're both battle.
You would say nothing special. Wouldn't that be nice?
This bit is awful. So like there'll be, you know that flashes are red?
Yeah.
That'll literally cover the screen. Not here, but right there. And here, and here. Get it, now it's closing. And then that is the final shot of the film. And then these are just extra things that are at the end. So do you get it? Like you see that opening and closing from the whole thing. The more it closes, the more power he gets, and then eventually it closes at the end when he gets his hit. But
Should it be the other round?
no, it's closing. It's like because it's like the end is coming from Mikhail, so it's like things are closing in. It's all going wrong. But we'll rewatch it. But what do you think? Give me your opinions.
How do you feel tonight going into the premiere night event and showcasing the film this evening?
I'm vexed. I'm vexed because we didn't sell out, and or I didn't sell out, and promotion could have been better on my end. Like there should have been a few more. There should have been variety in the promotion, and even like it's a bit annoying that it's not on camera because like there were so many conversations between like me and Tay over the phone or over text. And maybe they weren't as serious for Tay, but like, I had to get it into like the actors that they need to promote more. And then on my end, so it would have been good to capture it because that's what the point of these documentaries are for. But like on my end, mostly there could have been a bit more variety in the promotion. And it's just a shame they didn't sell out because it was predicted to sell out and it still hasn't sold out and we're here now. And I'm going to be doing my speech and be like sat there and there's going to be rows of empty seats and it's just going to vex me to the max. Like obviously I'm going to make sure it's a good event for everyone that has turned up and people that aren't no-shows and people that have paid money to come because that's the whole point. I'm going to give them a good time, but it's still going to, like when I'm there doing my speech, even though like I'm gassed to see it on the big screen, it's still going to irk me so much because this was like I wanted to up the levels, so like 95 seats going to sell out. Whether it took a week or a month, it was still supposed to sell out, and the fact that it didn't is just like the most annoying thing. And there's a multiple reasons. It's a very busy year in the industry, so it's September, and for some reason this year everyone's on principal photography, or you invite people but they're doing this, they can't. So like it's just one of them things you just learn from. It's just a learning experience. It's not a loss. It's just knowing for the next one with the promotional campaign what went right, what went wrong, and I know that now. So the next one guaranteed is selling out. So soon come November, you will know by watching this. There you go. Written and directed. There's only one. There's only one.
What is your favourite line and sequence of the short film?
Well, it's all my favourite because I wrote the whole thing. So if I turn around and say like this is my only favourite bit, it's like I didn't try and everything else. But it's all my favourite. But the whole sequence towards the end of the short film, which most people will see, it was in the trailer where it was in. Literally, there was a trailer named after this dialogue, which is the Dark Forever trailer, the second trailer for the short film. But in the actual short film, when you realise what he's talking about killing kids. And you realise how dark it actually is, and the music and the way that it's scored and the way that was directed with 2 shots, one over the shoulder and one close up from the side. I just think it works so well, and I think the music is so good and it builds so well, and Tay's performance as well brings it to life. And even Charlie's performance in the way he reacts to that, you get like a whole close up of him just reacting for a good like 20 seconds.
The dark side. Give me forever.
I just think that whole thing there worked extremely well, and that was like when I was writing that, I was like, yeah, this is going to get some people, because he's literally talking about he's killed a bunch of kids. Shouldn't laugh actually, quite fucked. But he is talking about how he's killed a kid. So, well, a bunch of them. So I just think that it was so dark. That shows you where Sakar's at. That shows his mentality, and I just think, yeah, it shows how twisted the storyline and the character actually is.
They love the dark so much, so I gave it them forever. That's just the most sadistic, like. That just, that guy's insane at that point. Like, who says that? Do you know what I mean? And I think from yours, Charlie, I think it's a bit towards the end. I think it's in the last trailer that's come out. It's the one where you're just like, you're insane.
They're my two ones.
Yeah. Oh, there you go then.
It is, yeah, because it's like that. It's just the only one I can remember. But that was kind of like throughout the entire short film. It's like this build up to like Mikhail's kind of conclusion of what his motives are and stuff, and he finds out he doesn't have a motive and he's just insane, and that's kind of like the big kind of moment the audience is waiting for, and I think it's really satisfying once he kind of says that. And obviously, again with the Dark Forever one, like I can't remember the line, but that again, it kind of just like, even though throughout the entire thing he is insane, that's kind of like, so that's how far he's willing to go, to do whatever, and it's like, it's just shocking because obviously like he talks about murdering people, but then when it's about infants and stuff, it's kind of like, damn, you didn't think it would go that far, but he did, and it's like the line's just like really kind of poetic as well. Like it isn't like straight up like I murdered them or whatever. Like I think it was really well done.
I thought, but it was so dark. That shows you where Sakar's at. That shows his mentality, and I just think, yeah, it shows how twisted the storyline and the character actually is.
Round of applause for these two again. Come on, because I've only got the screen booked for another 15 minutes, so I get a move on.
It's been a long time coming. It doesn't feel as quick as it sounds, but put a lot of work in. I think it's very satisfying. Final product to watch it, so it's just satisfying. Yeah, to watch it.
Oh, it was amazing, honestly. Obviously, there's been a lot of build up to it with the 3 trailers and things, and obviously just kind of predicting how certain things would turn out. And honestly, it exceeded expectations. Honestly, it was great. I loved the editing.
I would have loved for more seats to have been filled, but I love the event. I love giving my speeches. I love crowds. So I would have loved for there to be more people for me to entertain. But I'm glad. I appreciate everyone that showed up. It's been very good. It's been a good event. and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing it on the big screen with everyone else being able to see it. This is the first time it's been shown to the public. Only myself and 2 cameramen have seen it, so I was happy for it to be shown to everyone else now.
Hooked from start to finish. Usually you look at other short films online and you're like, it's not really intriguing or hooking, but definitely from start to finish I was there. I felt like I was there because it was really good.
Because it just kept me captivated throughout all of it.
Definitely say intriguing.
Unpredictable.
Sadistic.
Either one word or a short sentence.
To describe Interrogation in one word, I would say intelligent. No. I would describe it as gripping. The short music, and in a short sentence, I would say it's a very gripping and sadistic short film. You know, for the short amount of time you get a full story, you get the cast broken down, and it's a bit of an ambiguous ending, but at the same time you get to understand that like this guy, Sakar, is absolutely mental, and Mikhail is under the manipulation and the hypnotism of him from basically the beginning. The second he walks in the room, and it slowly unravels. It's a slowly unravelling story.
I loved it, and honestly this is why I can't wait for the Killer Choice, because seeing them on the screen and stuff and seeing how the final film turned out, it was great. So
It's been a great experience and a treasured experience, but you can't really sort of dwindle on the past and what you've done before. You just got to move on to what I've enjoyed this, and I'm sure I'll enjoy the next one.